up?
At Casa de Cartilage. The Cartilage House. That's Ria.
Cardi Casa.
From Cartilage. And we just got back to the movies, and there's Mark. Super scary. Very scary. Yeah. It's a... Don't worry, it's not
You know
real.
the riddle of steel?
Oh, right, yeah, it's foam, it's foam.
The riddle of plastic covered foam.
Oh, this is Ross's.
Don't drink my water,
I'm not gonna
bro. So yes, we just went and saw Ant-Man.
Ant-Man 3.
Are we gonna spoil the whole thing?
We will eventually. I want to see a practice. Their Cartilage is actually a real garage band. People say garage band, but they're actually a real garage band because we're gonna go in their garage and look at their dope practice place that they built for themselves.
Welcome. It's in shambles because we just played a few shows.
Yeah.
I happen to be in a project with my partner called post-nasal drainage.
Yeah. You're supposed to do that stuff at the end. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
you can
shit.
do it whenever you want. I'm
Okay.
kidding.
So I'm not only the vocals in a band called Cartilage,
Yeah.
but I also dirtle on the drums. That's my drum kit, and that's my drum kit. That's my boy Alex's drum kit. This one right here, the little green guy.
What one does Adam play?
Adam doesn't play any of these actually.
Oh, that's right, because you have the spot in Oakland.
Yeah.
So this is like not actually the Cartilage.
This is
spot.
like
We jam here sometimes.
Yeah, we jam here sometimes. We
Adam
have,
jam.
but this is like mostly where Kay and I jam.
Yeah, and hi. Oh, is that him? Yes, that's him. That is the front guy from Cartilage, and that is the guitar player from Cartilage. And we went and saw a movie. Hi, Ghouls741. It's really hard to see the text on this because I'm on my phone, so we're gonna try to do this. Yeah, and then what is this? Your mail order room?
Oh yeah. Let's
basically.
go check that out, huh?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
There's the laundry,
Everything's in shambles.
laundry, and kitty litter room.
Kitty litter. There's some.
They didn't know I was gonna invade everything like this. Oh, and and somebody's underwears.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is where the Cartilage stuff. You should get a whip out and show everybody your secret talent.
Okay, so some of you know, a lot of you don't. But
A lot of you, there's like 2 people watching. Don't stress on it
A
too
lot
hard.
of you too don't.
But I'll upload it to YouTube later too. So
Sick. I make hand woven nylon bull whips and snake whips. This is a 3-foot snake whip, 12 plat. I'm gonna try to crack it in this tiny space and take out Ross's eye.
well, you're gonna get further. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That's better. There we go. There we go. Yeah, a little crack.
Oh my God! Ow.
Oh yeah, you're not wearing earplugs. So that's one of a billion.
That's okay. Yeah,
One of a billion whips I got back here.
that he weaves himself.
That I weave myself.
That's pretty impressive. So, yeah. Let's maybe just sit in here and we can talk really quick.
Yeah.
Although I guess I would want I should go get my water. Is there enough chairs? We're sitting on the
We
floor.
can make chairs.
We can make.
We'll
That's gonna
forge
take a while,
chairs.
Mark. We're trying to do this live stream. I don't want to build chairs right now.
Chair from wood bag fell.
And Mike from Cartilage is actually here too, but he's not feeling well and didn't go to the movie with us. But Ria was really sweet and brought her partner back.
Popcorn.
Brought him popcorn from the movies. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I also was excited. I texted Matt Harvey to make sure I was seeing the movie before him because he's so excited to see it, and I was really happy that I got to spoil everything for him. When's you guys' next show?
This Saturday.
This Saturday with Morgue Breath.
This Saturday with More Breath. Where?
At the Supply and Demand in LA.
Oh, so yeah, going on the road for this one.
Yeah, we are hitting the road.
How long?
We're just doing 3 days. We're going to be doing LA, San Luis Obispo,
Field
and
trip.
Santa Cruz. If it's less than 4 days, we call it a field trip.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, people don't like Ludacris. We could like go to Portland and Seattle. And be like, oh, that was such a hard tour. I'm so tired. I'm like, that was not a fucking tour.
It's not a tour.
That's a weekend. That's just a weekend. So, Bum Basher loves you.
That's a...
Bum Basher's an asshole. Alex went to see it too. Went to see the movie too.
Mm-hmm.
So, should I? Nah, I'm not even gonna bother. Anyways, So this is my first on location live Twitch stream. So I don't know.
Sick.
We're feeling it out.
This is great.
Anyways, yeah. So we're here at the room, and so what was that? Oh, that's me making noise.
It's me.
Wait,
I was making
you're farting.
creaking noises.
So before spoilers, what did you think of Ant-Man Quantumania?
Ant-Man 3.
No spoilers yet. No spoilers yet.
Quantumania. I loved it. But I'm a sucker for Marvel films and films in general.
Fair.
So I can't be like, oh well, it didn't hit these markers for me. I'm a big sucker for most sort of.
Hi, Clown Vomit. Be seeing you soon for your birthday. What's going on? Anyways.
But yeah, I'm a big sucker for the big shiny MCU films. So
Are they all kind of big and shiny?
Yeah, so that's why.
Is there any low key like low key just like a talky character piece Marvel film?
Yeah,
That'd be kind of cool. Like, yeah, my dinner with what's the character they haven't done yet? Just having dinner. Just have dinner with like they just talk about life, living there.
Cute.
Yeah, maybe like
Slice-
maybe the human
slice
like
of
the
life.
Human Torch, the original Human Torch, could just because they haven't brought him in yet. We got like the other Golden Age of Namor, Captain America, but they need to bring in the Angel, the Finn, and a bunch of others that are terrible characters.
Yeah, bring all the terrible characters in, and
I feel like they're doing a good job with that with She-Hulk. That's fun.
oh yeah, the porcupine.
Yeah, the whole when they had the what is it was it they had the abomination. They did. What was the fucking pun about meditating with the abomination? It was really funny.
Oh,
Obamastay?
Yeah,
That's what it was.
Obamastay.
Obamastay.
So good.
That was my favorite. Oh, you're right. Clown Vomit, I'm sorry, I did confuse you. Anyways, that's because, clowns are confusing to me. So, sorry for confusing you. Anyways, Ria, what did you think of Ant-Man?
I mean, I don't know. My hype for Marvel films comes from his hype on Marvel films.
From your bros? You just get excited for your brother?
But I do. I get very excited for him.
Yes.
But personally, I thought it was a fun popcorn film. It was entertaining. Yeah. I feel like I maybe expected more out of it because the hype for it.
Well, sure.
But it was fun.
Probably because of me and
it's fun.
Me being the hype machine in the house.
I'm with Ria on this one. I thought it was like a serviceable film. I didn't think it hit near the highs of Ant-Man 1 and 2, which were surprisingly fun and really good, and lots of nice humor beats that hit really hard. This one had humor beats that I thought largely fell flat. Like the audience, I didn't hear anybody else like laughing at places they were supposed to be laughing, and I think it was like they sacrificed a good Ant-Man film in order to further along the Marvel
universe
because
shit.
With Kang, with the character Kang, so in that way the film did great because I thought the character of Kang was great, and Jonathan Major is super menacing.
Oh yeah.
Like in just the right ways.
Yeah, he wasn't like overacting. Like he wasn't like,
no.
Oh look at me, I'm a fucking villain.
Yeah, he was just very menacing.
Yeah.
Like with a quiet tone. I mean, of course he like screams and he's shooting lasers eventually, but when he's just talking to the character, he has this nice quiet tone. It's just like, I will kill you. Like that's it. I'm gonna kill you.
Don't call me a liar.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So he was super cool, but yeah, I kind of feel like it missed a lot of like the kind of the cool stuff with like Ant-Man and his daughter. Maybe I liked it better when he had a younger daughter. Also, I wasn't super into Cassie.
I really appreciated it because the film Ant-Man 3 because they
didn't lasers?
Well, no, Scott Lang. Scott Lang wasn't a bumbling idiot like they made him out to be in Endgame, which kind of sucked for I thought
he was a little extra bumbling in Endgame, but there was that line when Don Cheadle War Machine says it. He goes, "Hey, what's up, regular sized man?"
Yeah,
So,
which is like
the best line in both of those those movies. That was like the best.
Yeah, it's great, but it was nice to see him Ant-Man 1. He was just really good. Wow, I have a lot more because I actually watched it backwards. I watched Ant-Man 2 first, and then I saw 1. So I saw 2 in theaters, and then I sat at home and watched 1, and I was like, oh wow, I actually like 1 a lot more. And still, out of the 3, 1's my favorite.
I think I think that's also lightning in a bottle sometimes with shit like that. But also, like, Edgar Wright was supposed to be the one directing that, and so from Edgar Wright, Scott. But he didn't, like, Marvel was like, yo, you have to kind of make it fit into our universe, and he was just like, yo, no, I want to go nuts because I'm fucking weird and I'm Edgar Wright and I'm funny. But a lot of the ideas, like, from his original script, like, were still carried over. Like, I'm pretty sure the whole thing with the giant train at the end must have been Edgar Wright because it was just too ridiculous and funny. So, but this one, like, this felt like it was made more in service to, like, serve up more Avengers movies. That said, it was pretty, but it kind of felt like watching a video, like, because everything was CG.
Yeah.
There was cool character design.
Yeah.
But then also, I think, there were, like, cutie characters in it. Did any of them, like, grab you? Like, the little side characters? The little goo guy?
Oh, yeah.
He had a moment in the movie that was, like, pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
But
I don't know, like, and also all the sound production, like the sound bites and stuff were really cool.
Yeah,
I really liked all the little tidbits and sounds they had.
I was thinking, that stuff was cool, and like the whole, like, I mean, that was just like weird character design, and then they started to go a weird direction with the score. Like, I think when Kang came in, they started this heavy synth score, and I was like, yeah, go that way. Then it went back to like kind of standard Marvel, score-ish fanfare. And
they were trying to give you like, they were like, oh, look, you know what is going to be happening.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, as much as I enjoyed it, you're right about the whole, like, you know.
I'm gonna make Mark hate this movie.
No,
I'm done talking.
I know. I love it. I love the damn movie. I love it. It's just like I'm dropping myself down to the more like realistic, like, you know.
Oh, who is it? How dare they not add in Lewis? Yeah, see, like, saying that Lewis, Michael Pena from the first two movies.
Yeah.
Like,
that sucks. They didn't have a
It was
Luis.
I knew he wasn't going to be in there because there wasn't going to be room for him in a movie like that. But like, that's part of the charm of the first two movies. I think was Ant-Man's more the low key, even though it's like still has to stop Yellow Jackets because he'll unleash Yellow Jackets everywhere.
I mean, isn't that kind of a spoiler since we're talking about?
No, because he's in the first movie. I'm talking about the first movie.
Okay.
And that's one thing I liked about Ant-Man. It's like there was things going on, but it wasn't necessarily world-ending stakes.
Right.
Like other Marvel movies, it was like a heist movie.
Yeah, which was sick.
Cool. Yeah.
Super
so
sick.
this one, I think they tried to kind of shoehorn in a tiny little bit of heist, but it was like
it was
kind of cool. They played with weird time stuff, and it was kind of neat. But sorry, we're not trying to do. Not spoilers yet. I'll announce spoilers. Duck can say like Edgar Wright. You can see Edgar Wright a lot in the first movie.
Yeah,
and a little bit carries with the second movie. There's some cool with it when they have the cars like shrinking and everything going up and down. And Ghost was a cool character with an interesting thing. But then this one, like, I felt they didn't do as much with like the funny. It just didn't land quite as hard.
Yeah, I enjoyed a lot of it though.
I enjoyed a lot. I mean, it's worth seeing, I think, just for Jonathan Major alone.
Yeah, but
he's great.
I mean, it almost the movie was almost like a Endgame 2.5.
Kinda, yeah.
Or 1.5, whatever. But as an Ant-Man film, it's like it's very okay.
Yeah, I felt like it took a lot of even like they were kind of trying to do their own like like Thor Ragnarok, like take the character and put him in like a crazy new area, but like. Yo, Taika Waititi is like one of the most fucking amazing directors ever. Like, I don't know if you're gonna really like Peyton Reed he's a good director, but he's not Taika Waititi with like these like really good and understands characters and how like jokes should land and shit like that. But I think it was still good, and I would see it on the big screen because if you're into Marvel movies, anyways, like it's a very pretty movie.
Yeah. It's definitely like a killer movie to go out and see with your homies. Like, oh, sick. Like, even if you have like no context with like the big Marvel, like if you're not following the entire like timeline, they still give you enough context, but not enough to where it's like, okay, exposition, alright. Yeah, like it's not too overly like, you know, they're not trying to like.
Well, did you feel like? Because you said you caught up with the Ant-Man movies and watched Loki and stuff in preparation. I don't think you need to see Loki for this.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But I very much enjoyed watching Loki anyway. Loki, and then also, like, I'm not, no spoilers. I was about to.
But it's because it's Kang, because Kang is at the end of Loki. Well, a version of Kang is at the end of Loki, and they introduced. But, like, that wasn't super important.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't need that
Totally.
Until we get to spoilers, possibly. But even then, it's not crucial. Shit that's crucial to move see.
Yeah.
Endgame 2 was Shrek. Oh, yeah, so... Alright, let's just get to spoilers then. We've got a beat on it. What... Talk your favorite spoiler.
MODOK! Holy shit!
We're going to talk about MODOK.
We're going to talk about MODOK real quick. Real long quick. Oh my god, they did such a great job on making him in the MCU.
Are you like an old comics reader? I don't even know if we talked like...
Okay, so back in the day, we have a... Sorry, not back in the day. Ria and I have a cousin named Danny, and back in the 90s, when I would go over to their house, I would crack open He had a shit ton of comics. He was more like a late 80s, 90s. Mm-hmm. Talking like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Spawn, X-Men. It's very 90s. Mm-hmm. But he would have a lot of like old school stuff lying around, and I mostly cracked open the comics to look at the like Nintendo and Super Nintendo ads. I'm like, I want that game. I want that controller. I want that Game Boy like light up attachment extension. And I'd only look at the comics for those until I noticed some of the art. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I would like read it, and I actually like read a comic.
So, we got a call MODOK looked like Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
Kinda.
I think that's pretty. I said he looked like one of those. I thought he looked like the what was it?
Steve Odekirk.
Steve Odekirk's Thumb movies.
Like Franken Thumb, Thumbtanic, Thumb Wars.
So disorienting.
Yeah, I thought it was like Thumb Wars.
Think Annoying Orange YouTube days.
That all said, you loved MODOK.
I loved MODOK. Oh my god. So MODOK usually has like kind of like this really awful hairline and stuff. Yeah. It's kind of like gruffy gray or like dark brown.
Well, we're into spoilers now, so tune out if you don't want spoilers.
Yeah,
17 minutes
mega
into the stream.
spoilers.
Spoilers are coming.
Yeah.
And it's a live stream, so fuck you if you tune in late. It'll be going for like 15 minutes.
So
MODOK is
Darren
from the first movie.
From the first movie, where he's what was he? The Hornet. Yeah.
So Yellow Jacket.
Sorry, Hornet, Yellow Jacket.
Or B guy.
It's a B.
They refer to him as B guy in the movie.
So in the first one, he got fucking like sucked into fucking quantum realm because Scott shrunk down and just him, and so he
like fucked with his pack and made it like uncontrollable.
And so I guess he landed in this in the same area where fucking Kang is at, and Kang's like, yo, let me fix you real quick. You got a big head, little body, little arm.
Yeah, they showed. I like the part like they showed his little butt.
Yeah, they had like a silhouette of like MODOK bare ass naked. Sorry, Darren. He becomes.
I see a what's up. Oh, so if you just got here, we're spoiling.
We're spoiling hella
just so
hard.
You know.
So tune out if you don't want spoilers.
So MODOK's little butt.
His little butt. They threw some shit on him, and honestly, the way he was like introduced was probably the most
destroying.
The sickest thing. It was like fucking Dutch angle of like a beam saw, Dutch angle of like a gun going, and then him just going. It's like it's the sickest way you can introduce MODOK, and it was so sick.
Do you need to see this movie in 3D? I say no because fuck 3D movies. Yeah. Because it's all they're never even shot in 3D anyways. Someone else says yes, but I hate 3D movies unless they're actually shot in 3D. They don't look right to me.
I haven't seen it in 3D, but it was meant to be a 3D movie. Dread.
Oh yeah, that was like actually shot with 3D.
Yes, that was shot. For 3D, haven't seen it yet. Would love to because I love the film.
In 3D, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll never show that movie in a theater.
Yeah, whatever. But
see Dread. Dread's a great fucking movie.
Dread's so sick. With Carl Urban.
So MODOK, mechanized organism designed only for killing.
Yeah.
So they kind of like it's very different from the comic. In the comic, he's created by Advanced Idea Mechanics. He's just a random dude who becomes MODOK. In this one, it's Darren Cross from the first movie, so they were to bring it back. Which I like the basic design of the character, but the way his I don't know how else they could have done it, but like I said, it looks like Steve Odekirk's Thumb People.
I thought it was like the best way you could do MODOK in the MCU, and that's why I'm so stoked. Like when the spoilers were coming out with showing the MODOK design for Ant-Man 3, and
he has like a helmet.
Had the helmet,
so it looks like angry comic MODOK.
Yeah, and you're just like,
and it pops up, and it's
it's fucking
it's supposed to be a laugh, right?
Yeah, it's like
the character's definitely played for comedy. I mean, MODOK's pretty silly looking.
Exactly, but he does. I don't know. He comes across as fucking MODOK so
He still
well.
comes across like threatening because he's got full of weapons and he is pretty badass in it. But then every time the helmet comes up, he's like Darren Cross,
and his face is like
Darren.
I think it's Darren Cross, but his face just stretched.
Yeah,
like it's so
it
good.
So
he's
weird.
Like, face huge, like. Hey Scott,
there were some scenes
so good.
There were some scenes where I thought it looked really good, and I was like, okay, I'm buying this. And there were like other ones where I was just like, something's uncanny valley shit. Like
I don't know, I was so invested. I went all in on the MODOK design just because it just. I don't know. He's a goofy character. He's supposed to be just a fucking killing machine.
Right.
So like. I don't know. He serves his purpose. Little dangly legs, little baby legs. They commented on his baby legs. Like so good.
And then, what did you think? Like that whole, I mean, Kang. I guess that's one way. I mean, there was always going to be a council of Kangs, but it's like this one threatening Kang character. Then you find out there's multiverses of them. I don't know. Did you feel satisfied with the ending of the movie?
Yes. I don't know. I was kind of like, oh well, there's more to look forward to. Another.
Because I mean, they're obviously going to have more Kangs, but I guess this Kang is definitely dead in this movie.
I thought that was a clever way they exiled him.
Right.
Like they found him to be like super threatening. Like, yo, dude, chill out. And the Council of Kang was just like, deuces, exiled. Like so, that was
in
pretty
the quantum realm.
In the quantum realm, which I think is like super clever.
So here's my thing about the quantum realm that I always wondered, because they talk about it as a realm, but it's like you're shrinking to go to the quantum realm, right? But then it's like every molecule have a quantum realm. So how do they keep ending in the same quantum realm? I think I'm asking too many questions. No,
I mean, it's like, you bring up a good point, but maybe, I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer did say it is like beyond though.
So it's like you shrink it up and it's like you enter a portal that goes into
it's
a single quantum realm.
Yeah.
Where there's broccoli people. Oh, Bill Murray, fuck Bill Murray. What? That was such a pointless cameo.
Yeah, it was kind of, I don't know.
It could have been anybody. It was just Bill Murray not acting very spacey. It's like the bit was good about the character that Michelle Pfeiffer had fucked and done a rebel alliance with, and now he was sold out.
Yeah, I think my best favorite Bill Murray cameo was Zombieland, because it was like
what
that's Bill Murray literally as Bill Murray. So I guess that is very.
Feel very like shoehorned in, like.
Yeah, they're like, oh look, we got a fun cameo, which apparently that was a real comic character who appeared in one comic in like 1973. I don't know why they did.
I have no idea.
No, it's something I don't know anything about it.
I don't even know the character.
I just also hate Bill Murray. I think he's a terrible person.
Oh, I mean,
he's a horrible person. Rest in peace, Harold Ramis. You were the real hero. Anyways. What else? So we got MODOK was covered. Kang is fucking badass. He's a very good villain.
So good.
Michelle Pfeiffer, I want the number for her plastic surgeon, but I also think she just might happen to have excellent genes.
Or CGI.
Crazy. But I mean, even like when she's like old, like it's like they always have to like de-age the characters, but they show like flashback scene, and I don't think they had to de-age Michelle Pfeiffer because she has looked the same for the last like 30 fucking years. So, but she was good in it. Michael Douglas was good in it.
Michael Douglas was
a little bit snarky. Hank Pym was good. I did like the big denouement, the ending when they were like the way they resolved, because they were getting beat because Kang's too powerful. Hank Pym brings the power of the ants.
Yeah, which I thought was cute. I was all about it. I was definitely all about the ants being there again, because I thought in the second one they weren't used as much as the first.
I'm trying to remember.
In the second one?
I guess not.
They weren't. They were used as like a GPS system for like a hot second when they were doing the car chase. And like, oh, what are we going to eat?
Oh, the ants say.
Yeah, they were showing which way to go. And I'm just like, that's it? And also covering up the cameras? That's it?
Death Charger gets it. Fuck Bill Murray.
Hey. I don't have a problem.
You have to. He's actually a real dick. And I think stuff came out that he's a total sex pest. Apparently he was a real fucking asshole to Gina Davis when they did Quick Change. Ooh. Like he was like hitting on her all the time, and he was a piece of shit.
That's gross.
I always remember I hate him because of all this other stuff, but then like I forgot that was like very recent, like this last year. She came out in some interview and she was like, yeah, he was like constantly hitting on me, and it was really uncomfortable.
That's awful.
I had to like just do the movie. Mm-hmm. And it's a great movie too, which sucks. No, I can't. Don't feel like I can watch it again. But anyways, so fuck Bill Murray.
What did you guys think of the the turnaround of MODOK when he's like,
because I'm not a dick. Well, yeah, it was one. I didn't really think it was in character but he was like kind of basically he was crazy at that point, right? Like I mean, he's crazy. Yeah. Like through the whole movie, so he's very silly and crazy. He turns around. He's not a bag of Dan. I guess it's a way to get rid of MODOK because they don't really know how to put that character in any other movie. Like it's a pretty ridiculous character.
Yeah. I thought he did what he needed to do. Like him. Spoiler. Him dying, I thought was like perfect. And also, you have the multiverse. He'll probably pop
That's
up.
true. I mean, that's the thing. They can write whatever they want with the They could be like basically like DC movies now. They can just do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
But yeah, the MODOK, his turnaround is like, I was like, I don't know if that's believable, but his like death scene, it was like played for comedy, and I was like that was as close as I got to them to succeeding at it really well, like.
Because of like the darkness and how it was shadowed and stuff.
And he also looked cool there too. I thought that was the most believable he looked through the whole thing. But like his like back and forth with Ant-Man was really, or with Scott Lang was really funny. Like I died in Avenger, and he's like, all right, yeah, sure.
You died in Avenger.
You're dying. So. Yeah, that was fun. The big battle, it was Scott Lang getting really big. I love Giant Man more than Ant-Man sometimes. I love when they do the big giant stuff. Yeah. It's so weird.
It's cool. Because you can see how, it
kind of moves.
Yeah, it's great. And I love the kaiju hugging part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're super giant.
Yeah, where Scott and the daughter were hugging while they were both super big.
Because Cassie, of course, in the comics, she gets powers. She becomes stature. So she can shrink, but I think she mostly gets big when she joins, Young Avengers? And she's kind of a cool character in the comics. I didn't really dig her a whole lot in the movie.
She was there.
She was there. She played a part.
Yep.
She was a character. I don't know.
What were you going to say?
Well, I did kind of like how, I don't know, it shows her, like, going in and out of jail and shit, but her trying to, like, do the right thing, and I think, like, it's just kind of showing a reflection that she is like her dad.
I thought I felt that at the beginning too when they the whole thing like Cassie, her first scene is they're springing her from jail. Not springing her. They're actually bailing her out from jail.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cute. She's like, it's like she's kind of like her dad. But then she's like, it's because like I was helping she shrank a police car because the homeless they were
like raiding. Yeah, they were raiding like a homeless encampment.
She's trying to do the right thing.
It's just like her dad. Just like her dad. And then she's like calling him out for not doing anything anymore. Which is like, part of the movie is he's kind of not retired, but she's just like, why don't you help people? And like, which seems like a weird thing. Like he seemed like that's a weird character turn to take for Scott Lang. Like all of a sudden he's just a dick or something. He's not like a dick, but he's just doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought he should have died at the end.
Scott Lang?
I thought he should have died. But
they got close. Like I really thought maybe they were gonna trap them. Oh, we got a kitty cat that wants to say hi.
Come here, Tappers.
Here, come on to the Twitch, kitty cat.
Yeah.
You want to introduce your cat?
This is Tabitha. She's a baby. She's a big baby.
Look at that girl.
She's very sweet. She's a very sweet cat.
She's a good girl. Very vocal. She's obsessed with the garage for some reason.
But she's scared of it at the same time.
Well, now there's like voices in here, so.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought they were. I mean, I thought that was like the way they came back. They got back from the quantum realm was really. She's like Cassie was just like, oh, just kidding. This does work still.
Yeah, I don't know.
It didn't make a lot of sense.
I couldn't buy into that
because they get trapped. They whatever. Kang Scott and Hope like have to fight Kang to keep him from getting out of the quantum realm, and then with the final door they make, and then it closes, and then it just opens again. Like Cassie just presses a couple buttons on the keyboard, and apparently it's like this. Yeah, it's always been so hard to get to the quantum realm, but she's just like boop, and she's like, just kidding, we got room for 2 more.
Especially after the fact that the engine swallowed Kang and potentially exploded anyways.
Yeah, right.
It was hit with all those shrinky biggy fucking...
Yeah, the shrinky big, the little buttons there.
Yeah, the buttons. Yeah, he slapped a bunch of those on there, so it should have just straight up broke.
Yeah, somebody should have gotten trapped in the quantum realm. And it's like, and why not trap? I mean, well, I guess that'd be kind of sad for him. You got how many times is Scott going to get trapped in the quantum realm?
I thought it would have been fitting if he was trapped in there with
with Hope.
With Hope.
And then just like
and that's it.
And then like, I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe they come back in another Avengers movie and he's like, hey guys, a rat got me out of the quantum realm again. Like,
yeah, I thought they should have been stuck there and then like Hank...
And then Hope gets hurt. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. What were you going to say?
Yeah, like Hank could have been like, oh, we have to like work hard to get them back out or whatever
right.
the fuck. You know?
Well, and it seems like they're also setting up like a whole new Avengers thing. Not that I like the character of Cassie that much, but they could have been basically set her up. She's stuck. She wants to be a hero. They're working, but like in terms of like a further Avengers movies or whatever, you have Stature as opposed to like Ant-Man and Wasp are still around. It's like, no, you could have Stature there now. Like Cassie takes on the mantle.
Yeah. While
they're
Scott
still trying to
Harper,
figure. Yeah,
exactly.
You know, and like I mean, they saved the quantum realm. All the people of the quantum realm are happy. So
thriving,
like they could. It's like they're stuck in some horrible place.
Well, in the quantum realm, time is slower, right?
It depends on which movie you're talking about.
Yeah,
it changes
because it changed in this one.
It wasn't slower in the quantum realm. In this quantum realm, like I guess in the quantum realm, different levels or something because
Scott
obviously
said it was 5. He's like, I was stuck in there for 5 hours, and you're telling me 5 years passed.
But that was like he was stuck somewhere. Like he was like I think at the end of the movie they show him floating. He wasn't like in that land.
True.
And
okay,
also
that's true.
Janet aged at the same rate as everyone else.
Yes.
So that realm, the quantum realm, that country, the quantum country, whatever you want to call it.
It's just past where Scott was hanging out during Endgame.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, okay. Maybe time is like the same.
I'll buy that. Like that's fine. The Council of Kings at the end was cool.
That was so sick.
The one was I thought the one in Loki was supposed to be Immortus, but then they had a guy who looked like Immortus. Like with the big fucking head.
Yeah.
That's another Kang's costume. Fuck, that was like one of the more comic accurate things that MCU has ever done.
It was really good.
It looked really good.
It looked really, really fucking good. I like how they cleverly made his face blue. With
it's a face shield.
Yeah.
Which that kind of is in the comics too. Yeah. It's just like a leather, or it's like it just fits to his face, I guess.
Yeah,
but it's and Ramatut too.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh yeah. The whole like the big three. There was one that I didn't recognize.
The super future one.
Yeah.
I don't know which one that's.
I didn't know what that one was.
That might have been just. That probably has a comics analog
like
I don't
Robo
recognize. Yeah.
Kang or
Robo
some
Kang. But I mean, there's multiversal Kangs.
Yeah.
There's like thousands of them at the end. So the Avengers obviously have.
I thought those main three were like just.
Yeah. They looked really good. So that was really good design on that.
Really cute tidbit when Hank was blowing up the pizza at the beginning. That's a nod to the old comics, because that's how Hank actually shrunk and made big things was with a fucking
with a little dropper. Yeah, that's right.
So I thought that was
a really
serum,
cute, right?
Yeah, it was a serum at first before it was like the pin particles.
Right.
It was like a little serum thing, and so that was super cute that they put that little.
Yeah, that. They also.
Whatever.
I do like that they talked about him fucking.
Oh, so God, that was so good.
Him and Janet talking for their daughter about how they had fucked other people during the 30 years they were separated.
I love how Hank was just like, yeah, I fucked too.
He's like, no, it's okay. So I fucked someone too. I liked you better. So I stopped fucking people, I guess. I don't know. A lot of jerking off. I guess whatever solves that. There was something else I wanted to touch on or ask you all about that you thought about it. I can't remember. But yeah, the movie ends. They get back. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine for Scott Lang and the Ant-Man.
Baskin-Robbins Scott.
Oh, Baskin-Robbins.
Baskin-Robbins Scott was in it.
Yeah, the epilogue was like not his like little, because he does like the monologue at the beginning. That was fun, but the epilogue at the end I thought was a little weird.
It was a little rickety.
Yeah.
That's the best way I could put it. It almost seemed like it, I mean, not seemed like
right.
It was made to make you feel uncomfortable, but it felt like it didn't really have a real direction of where it wanted to take you. So you were kind of like, so is something going to happen? Do you want me to sit here and be like, oh, maybe something is going to happen? But so it was a little rickety, but.
Oh, yeah. So I would say stay for the first end credit sequence if you want, because that's the Council of Kang.
That's the Kang one.
The second end credit sequence, I think you could skip because it looked like it's just a scene from Loki season 2. I bet you anything it's a scene. It's actually going to be in the show.
Yeah, because they've done that before?
I love the Captain America movies. I think the first ones actually might be one of my favorite Marvel movies. Perfectly wrapped movie.
The second one is... So, for the longest time, my favorite MCU film was Winter Soldier.
That's a good one.
Second Captain America film. Just super solid spy film. So sick. But that one became second place because now my favorite is...
Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
Multiverse of Madness is a really fun movie.
I'm not biased because of Sam Raimi. It's just because it's like one of the sickest sword and sorcery films. I'm a sword and sorcery nut. I love.
Well, it has sword and sorcery shit, but it also like has the weird multiversal shit.
It's so
fun.
Cool. It's a lot of fun.
And
it's
him teaming up with a young teenager, it was like I think good for to show his curmudgeonly character and give him like an arc.
It's so like also it's so comic.
And
booky.
Wong kicks ass in it too.
Wong is so sick, but it's like one of the most comic booky MCU films, if you ask me.
So yeah, I like Multiverse. My favorite will still always be Thor Ragnarok because it's so the design is so Kirby. The characters. I mean, I like people have a problem with comedy Thor, but I like comedy Thor. I think he's really good.
Oh, I think he's great.
I liked Love and Thunder too, just not as much.
No, for sure.
But it's still a good movie. Still a good movie, I thought.
Yeah, those are like always in rotation.
Those are in rotation.
What's your favorite?
My favorite? We were talking about this the other week.
Yeah.
I have like my favorite series, probably the Thors.
I think. Well, yeah, I don't like the second. The second Thor is pretty bad in my opinion, but the third and fourth are great.
Yeah.
So I do like those.
Second White CD, so.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness for sure.
Multiverse of Madness is a good one.
So good.
Yeah, we've watched it so many times over and over. Like we saw it twice in theaters.
Dream walking into his corpse. The fucking Necro Strange fucking casting.
It's a pretty death metal movie.
Dude, it is so sick.
Seeing Rachel McAdams' POV being attacked by demons, like her, like, ah!
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
it's just, like,
so
something I never thought I would ever see. Like,
and some of the cheesiest, best one-liners, and also like just before America like goes and handles her shit, like fucking Undead Strange, while he's like all fucked up, he like.
Wait, did Kaiju Kitty? Did I miss Kaiju Kitty showing up? Yeah, Kaiju Kitty just showed up. Hi, Kaiju Kitty. We're spoiling movies, but I think we're actually past spoilers, and we're just on to talking about Marvel movies that we liked.
Fuck yeah. You said, what's your favorite?
Oh, it's definitely Ragnarok.
Ragnarok is
that movie's so fucking...
What will be your second and third?
I think the first Captain America is up there as one of my favorite ones because it's
so
like,
solid.
It's a very solid movie. There's like fun bits. It's like a perfectly wrapped together story. It does what it and it's kind of nice because it's out of the realm of like having to tell a story. I mean, it does obviously go into the story, but it tells a story beginning and end of this couple. It's a little tragic at the end. I love tragic movies. And it just wraps up, and then it's like, whatever. Then you 40 years later, you just have the Avengers starting to go, so that's fine. But yeah, that's those are the two that I probably actually want to rewatch.
Fuck yeah!
I have watched Multiverse of Madness a couple times because I had to take my nephew out to piss so many times. The first time I saw it, I had to rewatch that one again. So that's good. And I do think the Spider-Man movies are pretty fucking solid.
Oh, so good.
We had our niece over kind of during Thanksgiving, and she hadn't seen like the Tobey Maguire ones, so we like rewatched all of those. And then we didn't get to watch the Andrew Garfield ones.
No.
But we did watch all of the oh my god, what's his name?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland ones.
She had seen all the Tom Holland ones, but never saw the Tobey Maguire ones. So
that
was like, that was fascinating.
So yeah, the first two are fucking. The second movie's a perfect comic book movie.
And Harv told me the second one, Tobey Maguire, is his favorite Spider-Man movie. Period.
I think it might be mine too. It's a really good movie.
It's super solid. Like after watching it again, I was just like,
yeah,
this is a great movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It's just a really good, really well done.
Yeah.
And what was it? I was trying to think. What was the other? I'm trying to think what else Marvel movies there are.
There's.
Oh, I was gonna say that's my other favorite one is actually the first Infinity War.
Oh, okay.
Like it's really weird. Like it's like I mean the second one's the second one, but like the first it has so many good beats, building everything up, getting all these heroes together, and then everyone dies at the end.
Yeah, that was sucks, dude. Watching that on premiere, like when it premiered on the first night, it was so quiet. And then all of a sudden, you hear kids crying.
Whoa! That
so sick.
Kaiju Kitty, Incredible Hulk is my favorite one. That is going to be a rare opinion. The one with Ed Norton.
Oh, like the OG. Oh, wow.
That's
technically the first
Second MCU movie. The first one was Iron Man.
I feel like it was Hulk.
No, Hulk was second.
Really?
For sure.
No.
Absolutely.
Huh. With Edward Norton.
Yeah, because at the end of it, fucking Robert Downey Jr. shows up and talks to General Ross.
Huh.
When was Iron Man? Was that 2009?
8, I
That's
think.
so wild.
I feel like it was 9. Whatever.
I feel like they're so much older for some reason, but like...
No, they're pretty...
No, there's just been so fucking many of them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Hulk was like, Kaiju movie was like, it was like a month apart. It was like Iron Man came out, and then like a little bit later, Hulk came out. Hulk didn't do as well. Also, they'll never make another Hulk movie because the rights to Hulk are tied in with Universal.
Oof.
So they have to share profit with Universal if they want to make... That's why he's always showing up in other heroes movies. But they don't have to do that with She-Hulk. She-Hulk's all Marvel. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Hell yeah, and they did.
I did. That was a series that started weak, but I thought it ended really strong. It was really fun.
Yeah, the ending of it was like really good.
Very She-Hulk.
Oh,
in terms
man.
of if you read the comics.
Daredevil. That Netflix Daredevil, all 3 seasons, incredible.
Those are great.
Fun fact, Daredevil's my favorite superhero.
Well, you know he's coming back, right?
Yeah.
There's a new series and everything.
He's a really good lawyer.
Yeah, and I think they're bringing back. They're bringing back at least Punisher. I think they even said they said something about Iron Fist, which is unfortunate. We don't need him back.
No,
it was ill-conceived. I don't even want to blame the actor. It was just ill-conceived. From
they just didn't know what they were doing. No, because those first 3 episodes, I couldn't even get past.
They're terrible.
I was just like, this is awful and. Ugh.
But I want Jessica Jones back too.
Jessica Jones was so good. That's something you gotta watch. I think you would dig that one.
Jessica Jones is a lot of fun.
I watched like Moon Knight too. I watched a little bit of it.
Did you like Moon Knight?
Did not like Moon Knight.
Really? I loved it.
No, I
loved it.
I loved parts of it. I loved the back and forth with Khonshu. That was like basically from the Warren Ellis storyline when he kind of rebooted Moon Knight, and they had this like really dickish Khonshu that was like being a total asshole.
Oh, that's sick.
The god, like yelling at his avatar or whatever, and that was like a lot of fun. But I just thought the overall like the plot, just in the bringing in the Ethan Hawke as this guy that was also from the Warren Ellis run, I think, but I just didn't think they did a good job with him, with that character, with that villain.
I loved the entire series. I thought it was great. I was like,
okay, well you're fucking wrong, so I just
oh, that's fine. Yeah, I could be wrong.
It looked cool. It looked really neat. I just thought it was a little weak. Yeah, we got Punisher season 2. Season 2 of Punisher. Just if you stop at episode 4, it's a good.
Punisher season 2 is, and also.
Episode 4, it's solid. He's like, I'm going back to New York, and then it sucks. Everything else sucks. But the siege at the fucking police headquarters is so sick. And he's just like, after that, he's like, going back to New York, and we're gonna have a totally stupid plot line with Jigsaw, he was a terrible fucking character. It's like a joke in the comics. It wasn't good. 90s shit. But the first season was really good.
I thought Punisher was better in the Daredevil series than he was in his own series. Honestly, I thought he was more Punisher in Daredevil.
Yes, he was, but like, but you knew they were gonna make a series of him because it's such a popular Marvel character, and how are you gonna make a character about a fucking homicidal vigilante? Yeah. I thought they wrapped it up nice to keep like all of his victims were part of this conspiracy that fucked him over in this way. That okay, now he could be an anti-hero, but the psychopath that just goes and kills random mafia people, I'm like. You can't really root for that guy. Like, that's just a cop. Just going around killing people. Like, that's not cool. Anyways, so that's what I'm feeling. So anyways, if you haven't checked out Cartilage, which I bet everyone here absolutely has on this stream, but if other people come across this on YouTube or whatever, like, check out Cartilage. Especially check out the video where they have a super handsome forensic doctor in the video. That was better.
The deader, the better.
Yeah, that's a good video. Some handsome people in that one.
Some really good looking people with some nice set of mustaches.
Yeah, some good mustaches going in that video. I really liked yours the best.
Oh yeah, yours the best mustache.
No, I did love your mom character.
Yeah.
So good. Do your mom voice.
Huh? Oh, I don't remember.
It was kind of like a Midwestern kind of.
Oh yeah.
Cartilage are clowns. This is like the clowniest band in death metal right now. I love it. They're a lot of fun. So yeah, thanks for inviting me to the movie.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, I don't get to Concord very often.
This won't be the last time we do this either.
No, and you still
Well,
have me a
actually,
barbecue. You still have me a barbecue.
Cookie
Yeah.
food.
Mark invited me over for a barbecue like a couple years ago, and came over, and I was like, okay, I'm heading over. Do I need to bring anything? He goes, I forgot to get food. I forgot this was happening today, so I'm just ordering pizzas. So I just went over
Home
pizzas.
cooked pizza.
What is home? No, it was. Oh, wait, did you get the half bake?
No, it was, yeah.
No, it was baked somewhere else. In someone else's home.
No, it wasn't. It was in a
Yeah.
restaurant.
It was
Someone
like
just-
Scipolini's or something.
Yeah.
You're a goon.
Yeah, Skipolina's his home.
Anyways, yeah. So I'll upload this tomorrow to YouTube. So yeah, your show's in LA.
Yeah.
San Luis Obispo. Yeah,
If
plug
you're
your
in-
pluggables.
Yeah, let's plug them in. So, Ria and I are in Cartilage. Check us out this weekend. February, 18th in LA at Supply and Demand with More Breath. And Rot Within. And then we're trying to figure out our 19th date because unfortunately we are not playing in San Luis Obispo. That got canceled, but we're trying to weasel our way into a show in San Diego.
Just go over to Matt's house and party.
Or we're probably
Or am
gonna
I just
pause
hang
places.
out?
Go hang out with Matt Harvey in San Luis Obispo.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Talk more nerd shit.
It's a nice town. It's pretty.
And if you're in Santa Cruz, come out to... Where the fuck are we playing in Santa Cruz?
I
We're
just
playing in
don't
Santa
play.
Cruz.
Just look up Cartilage. They play all the time. It's great. It's a good show. Sick.
You're
Okay.
so soft.
Thanks people for coming in and watching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.